So now we are all set to go in for 3D equalizer. Please guys do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. This is just I have rectified this line every time I'm just gonna say it. So what we need to do is so if you don't have any like the basic knowledge of 3D equalizer, that would be fine. I'll just go like quickly towards the tracking and then towards the lineup. But the main reason that I'm using 3D equalizer is that so that I can have the real world life unit. So now you can see this is a Maya and this is equalizer. If I just go in Nuke and just try to track everything, I'll just get the track properly. But the major thing is that I won't have the real units of the real world. It's really hard to get those from Nuke, and we need to have that thing very well, very much precise. So 3D Equalizer is a really great software, and it's used widely in each and every studio for tracking, mesh moving, and layout of whatever we say. Name it. The 3D Equalizer is one of the best software for tracking. Uh, I think it's all over there. So what we need to do is first thing that we need a scan over here. So I'll just go and load up my scan. I'll prefer to go for JPEG and let me just save my project as a track underscore version 001. So this is saved. So now let us just play. So now you can see I'm just trying to play and it's getting like this is not a real time playback. So what we need to do, the which is the really coolest thing about the 3D equalizer is that you can just go in playback and the export the image buffer. Then what will 3D equalizer do is just gonna export and then we're gonna import it so that it will have this entire thing cached. So what we need to do is just need to place the track values and just try to get the track done as quick as possible. So once this thing is done, we proceed to the another step, which is we need to give these values to our lens. So the actual focal length that I was using was 24, and I don't know the film width and height of my camera. So what I will do is this is basically the sensor. Film back is the sensor of the camera. What's the size of the sensor? So I'll just go and Google it. That what is the size of my Canon 200D film back that I have already Googled it. Sorry. So as you can see, this is like the width is 22.3 mm, and we need those in inches. So I'll just use the Google for conversion to mm into inches. So which is approximately 0.87795. So I'll just go here and just try to adjust and add a value 0.8779. This is what I have just added, and same thing I'll do for height as well, 14.9 mm. So I'll just go here and add, which is 58666. So I'll just go here and adjust the height as well, like 0.5866. So now we are good to go. This is really important thing that this must be the first thing that you do while tracking anything, because or else you gonna get the like the track values or deviation in the deviation browser really bad. So I don't want that. So what we'll do over here right now over here is just try to add some point and just come on, let's do a track quickly. So we'll go in tracking mode. The shortcut is F2 for that, and control click, left click, then you have the tracker over here, and we'll go and just center to D and hit on track. Now you see that the tracking starts, and we'll try to get this movement like this so that we have much more of parallax. I'll just track this board as well so that I get a proper parallax. So you can see that the tracking is really good in the 3D equalizer. just hardly that you need to worry about something. Just place your point and hit on track, and things goes perfectly for you. So let us just add as much as point as we can. Click on track. It's done. We'll go over here. Take this one as well. Why I'm tracking this point as well, because I need the X rotation properly. So I'll just try to add those points as well. So I'll take this one and I'll just look for a much more point. I can use this, I think so. And track. Okay, this is not working, so I'll just delete this and try to track over here as well. Okay, sorry, something went wrong. I'll just add a track for over here as well and track. Now you see I have added one more point. We'll go slightly back and add the point over here as well. Just just like that, you have points in foreground, midground, and background, so that you have properly like as much as point you can give. That would be really better for you. Okay, so we can have somewhat point over here as well. So I'll go and add a point. I think so. This would be better over here for more parallax value. So I've added point over there as well. Now I'll go and try to add much more point. This one is also good. I think so that was the water, so I shouldn't track it. This is the water, so I shouldn't track the water. Let me just delete that point. That was from the water, uh, and I can take this point. So let me just quickly do without wasting time. These are some of the points. Let me add more point. So now I have tracked at least 80 points, as you can see over here, which is really good. The at least for you need 8 points to solve your camera, and I have 18, which is good. Let us just click like press Alt plus C to solve our camera and use result. So now you see that the value that we got is 0.35, which is approximately really good, and the graph is below 1. So and each and every point is calculated for me, so that's a really good thing, and there is nothing that I need to worry about, I think so. So we'll go in. So now we'll go in Maya for to export the object so that we can place it over or place them over here. Now you see that okay, this is some kind of weird thing which is happening just because of the. Let me just go. Where is it? The near clip. I'll just place change it to 1, and I'll change the far clip to as much as I can, so that that thing doesn't happen again. So now I have a Maya ready, and I need, the first thing that I need to take care of is that my unit must be in meters. So I'll just go over here and check. Mostly it's a centimeter, and then change it to meter and save it. But now I can import my 6-bit character, which is okay, which is this. Let me just click on Mustang and take it aside, which is this. So now you see this is the 6-bit character, and must that of course the car must be smaller than the character. So what we need to do is that we need to scale down the car so that it's really on the like in the real life unit. So what we'll do, go and just try to search for the Mustang shall be dimension. Mustang shall be 96 is the dimension. so which is 190 in length, inches in length. So I'll change that into meter, which is 4.82. Seriously, okay, that's the length, and I need the width and height actually. So this is the width of Mustang Shelby, and what is the height? Let me just check. Where is it? Okay, the height is 50 inches, which would be approximately 1.5. Oh, okay, 1.2854 meters. So I'll just go in Nuke. Sorry, I'm just used to Nuke, so I'll go in Maya, change my viewer, and try to scale the car down. And now we're gonna measure a car. So what I will do is create. Where is it? Create measure tool. Place it over here, and I'm gonna measure how much it is. So this is approximately 1.29, and what was the value? It's 1.28. So this is the perfect value, the almost perfect value, and there is nothing to worry about. So let us just check the dimension as well. Let me delete this weird thing. So the dimension was the height is okay. Let us just check the width, which was, I think so. This was the width 79 1.826. So I'll go in Maya again once again. We'll check it from top, I think so, which would be much better. I'll place a point over here and a point over here. So this is 1.66, which is slightly lower. So what we'll need to do is we can scale up the Mustang slightly, not too much, just a bit, a tiny bit, and then we can measure them again. So this is 1.8. Let us just do the same and try to scale this thing slightly more. So this is it. Now we can check the Mustang is okay, and there is a slightly too much height. Well, that's okay. There is nothing to worry about. So this is the proper dimension and proper unit for our car. So we'll just add a plane as well. Okay, let's just add a plane for the road and to check the track as well. So I've added the plane like this, and you notice one thing that the object must be facing in X direction over here, not in Z or Y. Your object must be facing in X direction, which is the proper direction. I'll just save the file, and then I'll just export everything as a OBJ. So I'll just name it as for lineup 3D equalizer 3D equalizer version 001, and I'm just gonna export everything, three of them, and let us just save this once again. So once this is done, what we'll do, we're gonna import this is done, and we'll import our object in equalizer. So just click on import object, and we'll go in Maya. In scene we have for lineup this, and we're just gonna import a file. So this might take some while for because the mesh is really heavy. So now we'll proceed to the lineup stage, and we're gonna line up our shot properly. So now you see our object is over here. We'll go and line up and check that. Okay, so Everything looks good. Just we need to have the lineup ready. So what I will do is I'm just gonna disable each and every point over here so that I don't do any changes to them. And I'm just gonna extract the vertex, which can be this, so I can place it over here somewhere, or just like I'll just try to get this point, and I'll just place it somewhere here, and then I'll press shift to change the direction. You should notice one thing that we are changing our camera. We are not touching the 3D object. We are just changing the position of our 3D object, not the camera. Oh, sorry, we are changing the position of the camera, not the 3D object. And we're just gonna line up everything properly. I'm sorry. We'll take this point somewhere here, and let's try to increase the size, and try to match the perspective. So you know that the road is going slightly like this, and so we'll do one thing that which is I'll take this, and so that I have much more plane for to cover up. So I'll just gonna export this thing once again. Let us just delete this 3D model. So I'll just delete this, and even the point which I have just made, and let us go over here and export this thing once again. And I'm just gonna overwrite it. Come on. Okay, there was some error, and Maya shouldn't close. I think so. Okay, Maya got crash. That's a bad thing. Let me just quickly open the Maya once again. So now I have opened my Maya once again. I'll just go to orientation, create. Once again, we're just gonna import that model. So now it's over here. You can see, and we'll go in lineup. Okay, so the pose is almost there only because we already set it before. So like if you go in on the frame, you just see that it changes. So what we need to do is remove this pose, or else we'll just go over here and once again we're gonna calculate everything so that this we don't have this pose. Is it not happening? Yeah, I'll see. So now we don't see that pose again, and I'll just disable everything once again. You just take gonna click on extract vertex, click it over here, go over here, and shift and right click to zoom out. We're gonna place somewhere over here so that we can match the plane, which is the most essential thing. Matching the plane is most important thing, because if the plane is matched perfectly, then there is nothing that we should worry about. So we'll take the plane slightly over here, and now you see we have already matched them perfectly. The plane is going proper in this and way. Let us just decrease the size. So this is it, the 6 feet character and the car is okay. And what we'll do is we'll go in transform 3D over here, and you can, as you can see, there is no pose stored right now, so we're just gonna store this pose. And now you'll see that there is a pose over here for us. And what we need to do is we'll just go over here, activate everything, then we're gonna click Alt plus C, then we're gonna just recalculate everything. Now you see that everything is disturbed once again. So that's why we have stored this pose, and we'll just go on frame 1, same frame, and just gonna click on transform. Now you see that we have that frame and we have our object over there, but the object is sliding. What can be the reason? The reason is that the if you go in 3D and if you check right now, our points are all over here and the object is over here, so definitely we need to push back our camera in depth so that it's almost close to the point and we can just do the needful. So I'll just go in lineup and just try to get like a rough idea of my points, which is this. Let me select that point. Which point is it? This is 4. Okay, so I'll go in lineup, 3D orientation, and we have this on. So you will notice one thing, that just keep it over here. Let us select the 4, and you will notice that you just need to increase the power. And once I just click over here, the points are started to get moved backwards. So we just need to do this thing until a point goes towards that area. Still that needs to go. Where is that point for which I've selected? Point 4, it's over here, so we need to push it straight till here, so we'll still have a work to push. Let's push it once more. So that's it. I think so. That's the place where it is supposed to be. Oh, okay, slightly more so that we have proper. We'll go over here and push it slightly more. Once more. Okay, that's it. Now we'll check. Even the points are perfectly placed in on ground. As you can see, this is the upper portion of that hoarding that we tracked. Now it's perfect. So let us just go on lineup and just store this pose, and we will do the same thing. We're gonna transform it so that now what we have is in each and every frame. So the camera is tracked, the lineup is ready. As you can see, So this is perfectly tracked. And if we need to make certain kind of like certain changes later on, we can do uh, very easily. So now let us just export this in Maya. Export file Mustang car CG scene. We'll name this track underscore version 001. Okay, everything is okay. Yes, just click OK, 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 and that's done. And we need to open a new Maya. So this is new Maya we have, and we'll go over here and say it import everything, the track, and right now you can see we have the track over here, and we need to click go in outliner to check where is it, our scene is where is it. So you see the scene is like this because our unit is not set. We'll just go over here. This might be in centimeter, we just need to change it to meter. Now you see that the camera is dragged and you start to lose the area, so we just need to go and select the camera and just change it like this once again. And what I'm supposed to do is I'm just supposed to import the lineup which we made. Now you see that we have the lineup over here, and just go in perspective, and we see this issue again for selected camera. We'll go over here, so we'll just change it to 1 and clear the far area to this much here. So now you see our tracking is done, and we can proceed for lighting and shading in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you have any doubt or any query, guys, please do ask me in comment section or reach to me at in any other social site. And please guys do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. Thank you guys.